The Eagles and Rams in the playoff rematch today in Philly. The talk all week once again surrounds the Eagles and the tush push. The league has instructed officials to call the play tight going forward and said that the Eagles should have been called for at least one false start last week in Kansas City. All right, with more, let's get right to Philadelphia. First on the field there at the link for Rams-Eagles, we've got our very own Sal Paolantonio joining us live this morning. Sal, what has been the reaction from the Eagles surrounding this conversation and the tush push?
Well, there's so much chatter, Amina, about this play this week. As you mentioned, the league sent out a training video to all 32 clubs and officials to call it tight. This was after the Rams said, what are we doing here, when there was a no call on the false start during the Kansas City Chiefs game. So then Nick Sirianni was asked about it, and here was his reaction.
I know there's a lot of chatter and hype about the play, but, you know, we're coaching it the same way we always coach it, and we know we have to be right, not only on that play, but with all our plays.
And the Eagles love all the talk about the tush push, right? Because the play has been so productive for them. 34 touchdowns since 2022, 238 points alone on the tush push. But there's also the psychological aspect of this. Teams know it's coming, and they can't stop it. You saw that bubble to the surface with Chris Jones last week in Kansas City. You saw it in the NFC Championship game when Frankie Louvu tried to jump off sides to get the Eagles to jump at a false start. Rashawn Hockley basically warned him and said if he did it again, the Eagles would be awarded a touchdown. So the Eagles love the play, and they're going to keep running it until somebody stops it.
Yeah, that's the thing. People trying to figure out how to stop that tush push have not figured it out just yet. Sal Paolantonio with the latest from Philly. Thanks so much, Sal.
Damien Woody and Herm Edwards are here now to weigh in, and D. Woody obviously played on the offensive line. How would you like to see the league approach the tush push?
Well, listen, we know that the tush push is here to stay, Hannah,
Yeah.
at least for this season. I think the biggest gripe that we have about the tush push now is linemen potentially jumping off sides,
Right.
moving before the snap. And so the league, listen, if you're going to officiate this thing, you got to officiate this thing right. You got to make sure that those guys are staying on sides in this particular case, because it's already hard enough as it is trying to stop it.
Yeah.
But when you got offensive linemen jumping off sides, it makes it that much harder for the opposition to stop the tush push. So stay on sides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Check out those false starts. Coach, what do you think?
Well, Hannah, here, and Damien's going to appreciate this. Stay out of 4th and 2 or left. Then you don't have to worry about it if you're a defensive player. And then the next question I have for the National Football League and for all these coaches, why doesn't somebody else copy it? It's a copycat league. No one's copied this yet. It's amazing to me that other teams haven't looked at this on the offseason and say, you know what, we might try to do this. But no one's done it. That's what's amazing to me. Damien, you know that. When somebody does something good on offense, you study all off season. You say, you know what, we might need to add that to our repertoire. No one's done it yet.
Yeah, the Eagles do it twice as much as the next highest team to use it. That's the Bills. But also, you know, they do have Jalen Hurts, and he's so strong. He has that really strong lower body, and certainly that helps him. It might not work with all quarterbacks.
No, it's not going to work with all quarterbacks, but when you got a quarterback, like you said, like you referenced, as strong as Jalen Hurts, it plays to their advantage.
Hey, go for it, man.
That's right.
All right, let's talk about the game. A playoff rematch. Saquon dominated the Rams last year, 460 rushing yards in 2 games. Coach, how do the Rams keep him from wrecking today's game?
Well, the Rams, they really addressed it on the offseason, in free agency as well as the draft. Their first 2 picks were actually defensive players. So they know that, you know, this team was light as far as stopping the run, not only against the Eagles, but just stopping the run, period. We know the Rams can score points. They have a prolific offense, but they've got to stop the run. Now, we'll see if they can do it. They addressed it. Now they're going to play Philly. We're going to find out.
Well, listen, the Rams, to me, got the best young front 7 in the National Football League. They spent considerable draft assets in their front 7 to really address this type of thing. But Coach knows this. It's, you know, when you talk about the run game, it's about numbers, right? Like, you're going to have to commit bodies stopping Saquon Barkley. But then as you do that, Hannah, you're leaving guys like A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith one-on-one on the outside. That's why I said it's a numbers game when you play the Philadelphia Eagles. But the first thing you got to stop, always is a running game.
Yeah, you got to force Jalen Hurts to use his arm. The Eagles are the only team in the NFL without a touchdown pass this season. Think about that. And the last team to start 3-0 without a touchdown pass was the Eagles back in 1949, and they won the NFL championship. Just a little bit of football. Huh?
Herm, was you on that team? Herm, was you on that team?
No, I wasn't on that team.
We'll see. And senior NFL insider Adam Schefter joins us now for all the injury updates. We have to start with the quarterbacks, of course. And Adam, if you can take it through us, starting with the Commanders hosting the Raiders and a change there.
Good morning. Happy week 3, Hannah. And we have a quarterback change in Washington where Jayden Daniels suffered a sprained knee last week. And now he will not play today. The team has ruled him out. The team is hopeful that he'll be back next week. We do not know for sure. But in the interim, Marcus Mariota will start today for the Commanders and go up against his former college head coach, Chip Kelly, the offensive coordinator of the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, in San Francisco, Brock Purdy will not start today, and Mac Jones will. For a second straight week after leading the 49ers to a win, Brock Purdy still dealing with a toe injury. They will determine today at the stadium whether he'll be the second or third string quarterback, but Jones still starts again. And Justin Fields is out for the New York Jets today. He'll be replaced by Tyrod Taylor, who used to be Baker Mayfield's teammate in Cleveland in 2018. In week 3 that year, Taylor was benched against the Jets. Todd Bowles coached that team. He was replaced by Mayfield. And today, Mayfield and Bowles will go up against Tyrod Taylor and the New York Jets in yet another quarterback change in what has been a tumultuous week across the National Football League for starting quarterbacks.
Well, that last one was like 6 degrees of separation type stuff. Adam, thank you. All right, so we have the 0-2 Chiefs. They certainly could use Xavier Worthy back. We know he's been ruled out, as you've reported, for tonight's game against the Giants. But take us through that decision, if you will.
Well, here's what I've been told there is that people underestimated how severe this injury was when he initially incurred it in the opening game on this play when Travis Kelce ran into him in a bit of friendly fire. He didn't play in week 2. He wasn't going to play tonight against the Giants. The team didn't even take him to New Jersey to make this trip. And I think it's a real question whether or not he'll be back next week. Now, as for the Buccaneers rookie wide receiver, Emeka Egbuka, he's dealing with hip and groin injuries that he suffered Monday night against the Texans. Didn't practice 2 days this week. I'm told he will play today, but they will be monitoring him closely, and it may not be the full regular role today for Emeka Egbuka. And, of course, the Packers tight end Tucker Kraft went down during practice on Thursday, suffered a knee injury, went for testing. The Packers avoided a disastrous situation, and he is expected to be out there today. We'll see whether or not